All right, welcome to our continuing lesson on rhythm, giving you just one example or exercise that I make all my students do, especially the beginner students, to help kind of internalize and get all those different rhythms that we took a look at from our first rhythm video. So remember, the four different rhythms that we did were quarter notes, eighth notes, eighth note triplets, and then the dreaded 16th notes. So just as a quick recap again real fast, remember that with rhythm, we're talking about how we're going to chop up the beat. So the beat of the song is that steady pulse or tap of your foot or metronome click in this case in Guitar Pro. The tempo is going to be the speed of the beat. So right now I've got it set at 80 over here if you take a look at it, 80. And we're going to be dealing with 4/4, which again means there's 4 beats or steady pulses or taps of your foot per measure that we're going to have going on. So those were our rhythm terms again real quick. So we're using a pentatonic scale, tried and true, and we're just going to use pentatonic shape number 1. So that's going to be 5th fret on your 6th string, or 5th and 8th frets on the 6th, then 5/7, 5/7, 5/7, then 5/8, 5/8 on the 2nd and the 1st. That's going to be our scale. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the little pre-click on, so it'll count you off. I have it set to 80 right now, and the idea here is that we're going to play the top and bottom notes twice as it repeats. So you go 5/8, 5/7, 5/7, 5/7, 5/8, 5/8. When we get up here, then you just play 8 again, and then play 8/5, 8/5, 7/5, 7/5, 7/5, 8/5, and then when it repeats, you play 5 over here again to start over. Now the reason why we're doing that is because we want the phrase to line up evenly in 4/4. If you take a look in the sheet music, 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, and then 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So that gives us a nice even amount of beats. Otherwise, it'd be moving around in funny places. Anyway, to start, we're going to have quarter notes. So you're going to hear the click count you off, and you're going to play just one note on top of the click along with Guitar Pro. So here you go. So those are quarter notes. Now, it might be a great idea. Grab your guitar, play along with the scale. Remember to use alternate picking. Remember all the form stuff. If you don't know what in the world I'm talking about, go check out our beginner guitar lessons where we talk about basic fretting technique, alternate picking as a very important guitar technique, and then the pentatonic scale. So those were going to be quarter notes. What I'll do is I'll hop over here. And now it's going to play eighth notes. Now, the important thing is that we're not trying to play through the scale quicker. We're still going to play one note per beat. So see, this is still the note A. It's just now we're going to pick eighth notes. Instead of playing one note, we're going to play 2. So you want to think 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And you might want to actually say it out loud as you play, or try to think it to yourself. So those were eighth notes, or 2 notes per beat. And remember, we're using the words 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now for triplets, you're going to have 3 notes per beat. And that's going to be like 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. So I'll hit play again and see if you can play along with this. Nice. Okay, so now we got triplets out of the way, so we just got sixteenths still to go. So sixteenths, remember, we're going to use the syllables 1 eana, 2 eana, 3 eana, 4 eana, and that's going to be really important when you start to do more complicated 16th note rhythms. But right now, we're just trying to learn to play a nice, steady stream of sixteenths. So here you go. You're going to have the count off. So those were 16th notes. So this is a very effective way. If you throw on a metronome, you get a nice steady click. You play up and down the scale once in quarter notes. Then right when you get back down here to the bottom, move on to eighth notes and see if you can do that change real smooth. In other words, you don't want to fumble into the eighth notes. You want to go smoothly and seamlessly from quarters right into eighths. Just to kind of give you an example, it's going to play up and down through quarter notes twice, and then it'll flow right into eighth notes. So here's your count off. See if you can play along. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, So that's the exercise, that's the idea, and you want to try to copy and emulate the computer as much as you can, because it's playing it super square like a machine, obviously, and before you can be stylistic and do fun things with rhythm, you really need to learn to play as evenly as you possibly can. Remember, there's two sides to the same kind of coin right now that we need to really be working on in order to sound good when you play. Notes and rhythms, and they're both equally important. One isn't more important than the other. If you got great notes but bad rhythm, you're going to sound bad. You got bad notes but good rhythm, it'll sound okay but still bad, So, we want to work on both of those things. So, if you'd like a copy of my Guitar Pro file, shoot me an email through YouTube and I'll email it to you. If you just like a PDF of this, just so you can print it up or have it on your computer or whatever, shoot me an email and I'll send it to you. This is something I make all of my beginner students do, just to begin to internalize and feel the different subdivisions in sort of a broad way. Obviously, when we play music, most of the time we're not playing the same rhythm, subdivision just firing away. So the next couple lessons, we're going to take a look at different ways of mixing it up, playing different rhythms and trying to keep it as square and even as we can. And then beyond that, we're going to take a look at applying techniques to those rhythms. In other words, some hammer-ons, some pull-offs, some slides, maybe a tap, maybe you're sweep picking into a pull-off. The more and more techniques you put together on the guitar, the more and more chance you've got of your rhythm just falling apart, and then things are going to start to kind of sound bad. So that's our kind of really first way of applying it to the guitar. Lessons all done. So thank you for watching. Please hit like and subscribe. Please go check out all of our beginner guitar lessons. We also have intermediate ones and songs all on our channel, as well as you can check out our music. Our debut album was released just about a year ago, and we got another one in the pipeline. So thank you for watching. Bye.